Picture yourself stepping into a realm where endless golden sands stretch beneath a blazing sun, where ancient customs intertwine with futuristic aspirations, and where every corner conceals a surprise waiting to be discovered. Welcome to Saudi Arabia, a nation that transcends its oil-rich reputation to reveal a world of mystery, opulence, and extraordinary uniqueness. Today we're exploring 12 astounding facts that will leave you absolutely amazed. From camel beauty competitions to cities that challenge the very essence of desert life, this journey will take you through the heart of West Asia to discover what makes Saudi Arabia truly exceptional. Prepare yourself for an adventure through a nation unlike any other on Earth. 1. The largest nation in the Middle East. Envision a territory so immense it could encompass all of Western Europe. Saudi Arabia spans an incredible 2.15 million square kilometers, making it the largest country in the Middle East. This colossal nation stretches across the Arabian Peninsula, sharing borders with 8 neighboring countries: Jordan, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE, Oman, Yemen, and Bahrain, with the magnificent Red Sea caressing its western coastline. Here's what makes it truly remarkable. 90% of this vast expanse consists of desert, establishing it as one of Earth's most arid regions, completely devoid of natural rivers. Summer temperatures soar beyond 50 degrees Celsius, yet during winter months, the northern regions can surprise visitors with snow-dusted dunes that appear straight from a science fiction film. As of 2024, approximately 36 million people call this extraordinary place home, predominantly of Arab heritage, though over 30% are migrant workers from India, Pakistan, Egypt, and Bangladesh. While Arabic serves as the official language, wandering through shopping centers in Riyadh, Jeddah, or Dammam, you'll hear plenty of English. You can order coffee without uttering a single Arabic word. The country operates as an absolute monarchy governed by Sharia law, serving as a spiritual center where 100% of citizens embrace Islam. It's also home to Mecca and Medina, the most sacred cities in the Islamic faith. Ready to explore further? Let's journey from the sands to the celebrations. 2. Weddings where the bride doesn't attend the main party. If you believe Hollywood weddings represent the pinnacle of glamour, prepare to witness what Saudi Arabia brings to matrimonial celebrations. Traditional weddings here are extravagant displays of prosperity, with budgets soaring into tens of millions. Diamonds outshine chandeliers in these spectacular events. Here's the fascinating twist. The bride and groom don't share the same celebration space. These occasions are divided by gender, with women hosting their own lavish festivities. No abayas or headscarves required, just stunning gowns from Chanel, Dior, or Elie Saab. You might even witness rare female singers performing exclusively for the female guests. Meanwhile, the men host magnificent feasts featuring mountains of lamb, elaborate rice platters, endless Arabic coffee, and dates. Dressed in pristine white thobes, they perform the Arda dance, a traditional sword dance bursting with energy and cultural significance. The couple only reunites later in a private room overflowing with gold-plated gifts. It's a remarkable blend of extravagance and tradition that's uniquely Saudi Arabian. This extraordinary combination of wealth and cultural heritage creates wedding celebrations unlike anywhere else in the world. 3. Festivals that illuminate the land. Festivals in Saudi Arabia are explosive celebrations of joy that transform the desert into a dazzling wonderland, packed with cultural experiences you won't discover anywhere else. Let's explore 2 spectacular celebrations that will make your heart race with excitement. These festivities are pure magic. Saudi National Day on September 23rd is a nationwide celebration showcasing immense national pride. Picture cities glowing with twinkling lights, skies bursting with fireworks painting the night in red, white, and green, the colors of the flag. Streets come alive with parades where locals proudly wear traditional thobes and abayas, waving flags in spectacular displays of patriotism. The most thrilling aspect? Supercars decorated with patriotic decals race through city streets, their engines roaring like thunder as they compete for attention. Folk dances like the rhythmic Arda with its swirling swords get everyone moving, creating an atmosphere charged with electric energy. Then there's Eid, the grand finale following Ramadan, essentially a celebration of pure happiness. After a month of fasting from sunrise to sunset, Saudis begin this festival wearing stunning new outfits that showcase incredible style. Think vibrant fabrics and fresh designs that dazzle the eye. Families gather around tables piled high with kabsa, mandi, and creamy katayef, sharing laughter and stories late into the night. Children run around clutching idea, sweet cash gifts from adults that make their eyes sparkle brighter than fireworks. It creates a cozy, joyful atmosphere that envelops you in warmth and belonging. These festivals represent the perfect fusion of tradition and celebration, creating memories that last a lifetime. Camels aren't merely animals in Saudi Arabia, they're living legends. For thousands of years they've carried people across endless dunes, provided essential milk and meat, and today they stand as symbols of prestige and cultural heritage. A top-tier camel can command prices exceeding $50 million, making them more valuable than luxury Rolls-Royces. Saudi Arabia hosts camel beauty contests where expert judges meticulously evaluate lips, necks, and humps, with prizes reaching an astounding $66 million. These competitions are more intense and sophisticated than any pageant you've ever witnessed. There's even a world-class camel hospital in Riyadh, offering X-rays and comprehensive medical checkups. The most prestigious camels travel like jet-setters with their own passports, lounging in first-class cabins or VIP airport lounges while sipping date milk. Spotting one of these magnificent creatures during your travels confirms you're in a place where camels reign supreme as desert royalty. Their status reflects the deep cultural connection between Saudi Arabia and these remarkable animals that have shaped the nation's history. Saudi Arabia's culinary landscape is an incredible treasure trove that will make your taste buds dance with pure delight. This gastronomic adventure represents a world where spices tell ancient stories, and every dish feels like a warm embrace from the desert itself. Begin with kabsa, the undisputed monarch of Arabian cuisine. Picture a steaming plate of rice mingled with tender chicken or lamb, kissed by a symphony of cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom. Each bite delivers a burst of richness, the meat so succulent it practically melts while the spices weave magic that lingers long after your fork is down. It's not merely food, it's a celebration of Saudi soul that will have you dreaming of seconds before you finish. Then there's mandi, a dish that represents pure poetry and culinary motion. Slow-cooked meat, typically lamb, nestled in a clay oven until it achieves smoky, juicy perfection beyond belief. Paired with fragrant saffron rice, it creates a harmony of textures and aromas that transports you directly to a Bedouin campfire under brilliant stars. The secret lies in that slow roasting process, which locks in every ounce of flavor, making it absolutely essential for any traveler seeking authenticity. Don't overlook mutabak, the street food sensation that's crispy, golden, and utterly addictive. Imagine a flaky pancake stuffed generously with spiced minced meat and onions. Each crunch reveals a savory surprise that's as affordable as it is delicious. It's the perfect snack to grab while exploring Jeddah or Riyadh, instantly connecting you with the bustling local atmosphere. For something hearty and traditional, Jarish steps forward. A thick wheat porridge simmered with minced meat and a kick of spice that warms you from within. It's a rustic favorite, especially at gatherings, offering a comforting taste of tradition that serves as a culinary time machine to Saudi's rich past. Paired with a cool evening breeze, it creates moments worth savoring forever. This represents just the beginning of Saudi Arabia's incredible food scene, a feast for all senses that blends bold flavors with deep cultural roots. Whether you're a spice enthusiast or comfort food seeker, these dishes will leave you craving more. The Al Saud family represents the powerhouse behind Saudi Arabia, a dynasty that has ruled since 1744 with influence that's both epic and deeply personal. This extraordinary story began with Mohammed bin Saud, who formed an alliance with reformer Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab to forge a kingdom rooted in faith and ambitious vision. Consider it the ultimate power collaboration in Middle Eastern history. Today, with King Salman at the helm and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman envisioning transformative projects like NEOM, this family of 15,000 members, where 2,000 hold significant positions, sits atop a staggering $1.4 trillion fortune. This isn't just wealth, it represents a league beyond most royal families worldwide, making their story absolutely essential knowledge for understanding modern Saudi Arabia. Their influence permeates every aspect of Saudi life. Portraits of the king and crown prince appear in schools, offices, and even cafes, visual tributes to their role as the nation's foundation. But it extends far beyond symbolism. Saudis view them as guardians rather than mere rulers, creating a unique relationship where citizens can write directly to the palace with problems, like sending a note to a family elder, and they might actually intervene to help. They're not simply living in luxury either. The Al Saud family oversees an oil-driven economy, guards the sacred cities of Mecca and Medina, and carefully balances ancient traditions with bold modern initiatives. Their wealth flows from 267 billion barrels of oil reserves, but their true strength lies in remarkable resilience. Through 3 iterations of the Saudi state, they've remained standing strong through wars and global upheavals. This isn't merely royalty, it's a living legend that has shaped a nation where every dune and skyscraper echoes their name. Imagine living in a place where your leaders serve as both kings and caretakers, their legacy stretching from 18th century sands to 21st century aspirations. Riyadh isn't your typical capital city. It's an extraordinary fusion of desert soul and modern sophistication that constantly keeps you guessing. During daylight hours, the sun rules with absolute authority, pushing temperatures to 50 degrees Celsius and transforming the city into a quiet, golden haze. Streets empty as people seek indoor refuge, leaving the vast urban landscape to shimmer under heat like a magnificent mirage. It's almost surreal, like the city is holding its breath, anticipating something extraordinary. Then nightfall arrives and Riyadh completely transforms. The streets explode with vibrant life as supercars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis tear through roads, their engines echoing off towering skyscrapers. Boulevard Riyadh City illuminates with neon brilliance, pumping out live music while the scent of grilled kebabs mingles with sushi from upscale restaurants. It's where the sophisticated crowd gathers, sipping mocktails and absorbing the electric atmosphere. The Kingdom Center Tower stands majestically as a sleek icon cutting through the skyline. Ascend to the sky bridge 300 meters above ground and you're treated to a view that will stop you in your tracks. Riyadh's lights twinkle below like a galaxy spilled across the desert floor, the kind of moment that makes you feel on top of the world. Riyadh Front presents another gem, a massive hub buzzing with high-end shops and cafes. But it's the after-dark scene that truly captivates visitors. DJ beats thumping, art installations glowing brilliantly, all beneath a star-studded sky. You can feel the city's pulse here, alive and absolutely unstoppable. Then there's Diriyah, just a short journey from the hustle and bustle. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, with its mud brick palaces and ancient alleyways, represents where the Al Saud dynasty began their remarkable journey centuries ago. Today, it's evolving rapidly with 7-star hotels and world-class restaurants nestled among historical treasures. Riyadh thrives on contrasts, a city where sand dunes meet steel towers and ancient stories fuel modern dreams. Saudi Arabia's relationship with time represents a cosmic dance unlike anything you've ever experienced. Forget the sun's steady march. The Hijri calendar here follows lunar cycles, counting 354 or 355 days instead of our usual 365. That's 11 days shorter, all connected to spotting the crescent moon each month, a tradition as ancient as Islam itself. This isn't just an interesting fact, it's a window into a world where time feels genuinely alive, shifting the rhythm of life in the most unexpected ways. Holidays like Ramadan are the real showstoppers, wandering through seasons like nomads. One year you're fasting in July's blistering heat, years later you're gathering around December's winter table. Over decades, Saudis experience these sacred moments in every flavor of weather. Talk about a lifetime adventure, even birthdays follow lunar rules. A 45-year-old in Hijri time might only be 43 in our Gregorian calendar, making age somewhat of a delightful riddle. Here's an unexpected bonus. Those shorter years mean paychecks arrive ahead of schedule, creeping forward 11 days annually. It's like receiving a little time travel bonus for everyone working in the kingdom. While flashy New Year's Eve parties don't illuminate public squares, don't let that mislead you. Young people in cities like Riyadh and Jeddah keep celebration spirits alive with private gatherings, transforming hotel rooms and homes into hotspots of festivities. It's a calendar that doesn't simply mark days, it shapes an entire way of living, synchronizing with the moon's glow rather than the sun's glare. Imagine your favorite holiday jumping from spring to fall. How would that revolutionize your traditions? This lunar lifestyle serves as a dazzling reminder that Saudi Arabia crafts its own unique story, one moon phase at a time. Imagine scheduling dinner at 8 p.m. only to see your Saudi friends arrive at 10 p.m. with broad grins, acting like they're perfectly punctual. That's the enchanting nature of time in Saudi Arabia. It doesn't march to clock beats but sways to life's natural rhythm. Here, flexibility isn't merely a convenience, it's a fundamental way of being that transforms every moment into something special. Punctuality takes a backseat to genuine connection. If you're engaged in fascinating conversation over aromatic coffee, no one glances at watches or rushes to the next commitment. Meetings stretch like warm taffy, sometimes hours late, sometimes endlessly long. Because what's the hurry when the atmosphere is this enriching? It's not laziness, it's a quiet rebellion against schedule tyranny, acknowledging that people matter more than minutes. Picture this scenario. You're invited to a party scheduled for 8 p.m., but real excitement kicks off closer to midnight. Guests linger over tea, exchanging stories and laughing until stars fade, and nobody minds at all. It's a cultural dance where steps aren't rigid. Saudis move with natural flow, letting evenings unfold organically. This relaxed approach permeates everything. Work conversations might meander, but they're rich with warmth and meaning. A friend might delay a meeting to savor precious family moments, and you'll understand completely. Time here bends to accommodate the heart rather than the opposite. It's a profound lesson in patience and presence that could inspire any traveler to reconsider their own rushed routines. Living by this philosophy offers freedom, like taking a mini vacation from the grinding pace of modern life. Saudi women are capturing attention not only for their impeccable style, but for their remarkable strides in a rapidly changing world. Once driving was prohibited, but since 2018, they've taken to the roads with confidence, some even working as taxi drivers, breaking traditional barriers with grace and determination. They're not required to cover their faces, though most still embrace the iconic black abaya, sometimes designer pieces from Gucci or Dior costing thousands of dollars. Underneath these elegant garments, think Prada tops, Chanel skirts, and diamond jewelry that could illuminate the night with brilliance. Their beauty has become legendary throughout the region. Deep, expressive eyes, perfectly sculpted brows, high cheekbones, and presence so striking that a single glance can stop you in your tracks. Romance here unfolds subtly and respectfully. An accidental look in a cafe might spark conversations on Snapchat or WhatsApp, following modern courtship patterns while respecting cultural boundaries. In progressive cities like Riyadh and Jeddah, family-friendly restaurants and designated areas offer opportunities for private social meetings, reflecting the kingdom's evolving social landscape. The transformation represents a fascinating blend of maintaining cultural values while embracing modern opportunities. This evolution showcases how Saudi women are redefining their roles while honoring their heritage, a delicate balance that speaks to the broader changes occurring throughout the kingdom. They're proving that tradition and progress can coexist beautifully. In Saudi Arabia, coffee and tea weave stories of tradition and connection, unlike anything you've experienced before. Saudi coffee, known as qahwa, isn't your typical brew. It's a light, golden elixir crafted from gently roasted Arabica beans, enhanced with cardamom, saffron, or cloves, and served without sugar. It's poured from a striking dalapot into tiny, handleless cups that are never filled to the brim. Halfway represents the elegant rule, keeping service classy and deliberate. This experience focuses less on quick consumption and more on savoring each bold, spicy note that tells stories of ancient hospitality. The ritual itself becomes a dance of unspoken communication. You cradle the cup in your right hand, using the left would be culturally inappropriate. When you desire more, you remain silent. The host intuitively knows your needs. A gentle shake of the cup signals satisfaction, and pouring stops immediately. Tea often follows as a soothing conclusion, providing a fragrant, calming finale to this sensory experience. This isn't merely a beverage service, it represents a badge of honor. Offering qahwa signals hospitality, respect, and even social status, a tradition deeply rooted in Bedouin heritage when tribes bonded over these precious cups. Today, this custom appears everywhere, from cozy homes to sleek boardrooms, serving as a timeless thread woven throughout Saudi life. The scene received a modern upgrade after 2019 when traditional separation of men's and women's cafe sections gradually disappeared. Now, in cities like Riyadh and Jeddah, you can relax at Starbucks or Tim Hortons with everyone mingling together, blending ancient customs with fresh, open atmospheres. It's a coffee culture that has evolved magnificently without losing its essential soul, making it an absolutely must-experience tradition for anyone exploring Saudi Arabia. Ever wondered what it's like to establish yourself in a desert kingdom where ancient atmospheres meet modern luxury? Living in Saudi Arabia presents a fascinating roller coaster of costs and experiences that will keep you constantly engaged. Let's break down the financial reality so you can picture yourself sipping coffee in Riyadh or strolling along Jeddah's beautiful beaches. Starting with housing costs, your comfortable one-bedroom apartment could range from $580 to $900 monthly. In vibrant hubs like Riyadh or Jeddah, expect to lean toward higher prices, where magnificent skyscrapers tower over bustling streets. It's not just rent, though. Your neighborhood's character, from quiet desert edges to neon-lit city centers, makes every dollar worthwhile. Imagine awakening to sunrise over endless dunes, all from your personal slice of Saudi life. Food represents another adventure entirely. Cooking at home costs between $133 and $213 monthly. Think fragrant spices, fresh dates, and abundant rice for creating your own kabsa masterpieces. Prefer dining out? Local restaurant meals run just $4 to $8, affordable enough to sample mandi or mutabak without financial stress. Picture yourself at a beachfront cafe in Dammam, savoring fresh seafood for pocket change while sea breezes flow through your hair. Daily necessities include utilities like electricity, water, and Wi-Fi, which usually hover somewhere between $120 and $180 each month. Of course, that depends a lot on how much you use the air conditioning during those 50-degree days. Without a car? No problem. Taxes or public transport will cost you about $80 to $133 a month, and it's honestly pretty efficient, getting you from shopping malls to traditional markets with ease. If you add a gym membership, that's around $53 to $117, and maybe toss in a $50 dentist visit, you're living comfortably without really depleting your savings. The bottom line, if you're keeping things simple, about $1,100 a month will cover your basic necessities. Think modest accommodations and home-cooked meals. But if you're aiming for a more luxurious lifestyle with fancy dinners and weekend adventures, you should budget around $1,600. It's a lifestyle that really blends affordability with a bit of desert magic. Honestly, it's a pretty unique way to live, combining reasonable costs with some extraordinary cultural experiences. And there you have it, 12 incredible facts about Saudi Arabia that really show it's a land of wonders. From desert dunes to space-age dreams, it's a destination that just keeps amazing and inspiring. This deep exploration reveals a nation of contrasts, where tradition and innovation dance together in perfect harmony, creating experiences you honestly won't find anywhere else on Earth.